Once you've opened Garageband, it's really easy to create a podcast. The first thing you're going to do is make sure you're on New Project, and then find the icon that's called Podcast. Click on Podcast and click Choose. Your next step will be to name your project. I'm just going to call this Garvey Project. You can choose where it's located and then click Create. While it's creating, basically what it's doing is it's setting up everything that you would need for a podcast. They do the default to male voice, female voice, and jingles, but if you click on each one of these different ones, if you double click on it, you can actually choose whatever you need. So you can have deep vocals, epic diva, male basic. So there's megaphone. So if you're trying to create two different voices, you can really use the effects how you see fit. If you don't want an effect on your voice, you can click on no effects and it will change that specific track. To record on a track, all you have to do is click on it so it's highlighted in blue. Make sure your microphone is working, then go down to the bottom of GarageBand and just click the red record. So right now, I am recording right now, and I will hit stop. And you'll notice that this is like the area where I can mess with the audio. So up here is where it's located in the actual podcast, which is from 0 seconds to almost 5 seconds. But then down here you'll see this is like where I was talking, and now I can change the pitch. I can do automatic tuning or anything along those lines. To edit or delete or split the cell here, basically what you would do is just drag your red line where you want to split it, and then on your keyboard you're going to hit Command T, and it will immediately split that audio into two pieces. So now you have the option to drag your audio somewhere else. So where this helps is if you wanted to, I'm just going to kind of do this for now, you can click on your other voice and then record, record, record. So here we are recording. And now you have the option to click and drag each of these pieces where you would need it in your recording. So now this looks like it's going to jump back and forth, but truly it's going, the podcast is going across here. So you're going to hear this voice, then this voice, then this voice. So in your project, it looks like you are supposed to be talking or doing an interview. You can actually record both sides of the interview one by one. So I could record the whole interview here and the whole interview here, and then I can start splitting between questions, or if you prefer, you can have two voices recording at the same time and just have it on one track if you have two people in your group that's going to be doing that. That's very quick. It's very simple. Obviously, there's more you can do. Like you can add effects to each one of these pieces. You can, if you really want to get editing, bottom here, you can actually drag this so you can see exactly where the recording is, so you can really start to edit and split your audio track over and over and over again. Remember, split is Command T, and you can split an audio file as much as you like or as little as you like. Command T. To get rid of a track that you don't need, you actually start with 3, and if you don't need the third track, you can just click on it and then hit Command Delete, and it will get rid of that track for you. If anything, if you need another track, if you have 3 people talking, you can go to the bottom left and click the plus sign, and then choose Real Instrument and Create, and it will create it with no effects. And then again, with the effects, you can just go into effects and you can grab any kind of effect that way. There's podcasting effects, like specific for podcasting, like radio voices, narrator voices, that kind of thing. Or you can go into vocals and choose those deeper vocals or female rock or whatever you see fit. And once you have those effects set up, then you can then just grab your red arrow or line, make sure you're at the end or wherever you would like it, and then just hit record again, and then record the effects or the vocals that you need. You can hit stop, And then you can go ahead and edit this piece too. To move things around, it's as easy as click and drag. You just kind of click and drag everything however you see fit. If you need two people talking at one time, you just drag the two audio pieces so that they're side by side. When you are ready to move to the next step, like you're done with your project and you're ready to create your final audio file, then you go up to share at the top of your screen, and it's not recording because I didn't record the top of my screen, but you're going to click on share. It's kind of beside control or window, and you're going to choose export podcast to a disk. And that seems kind of weird because you think disk, but that's okay. We're going to compress, we're going to change this to MP3 encoder, and then we can leave everything else the way it is. Just click export. The project will not export as an enhanced podcast. That's because we took it away from AAC. Just click on continue. And this is where you can now save your project with a different name if you prefer. So I'm going to get rid of the word project, and I'm just going to call this Garvey Podcast and save to the desktop. The reason I chose MP3 is because the website that we're going to use to upload our podcast is going to ask for an MP3 file, so this is just the easiest way to do it. Once we've done that, let's check our desktop, and we should have a you'll see all these different ones. These are like your project pieces. What you're looking for on your Mac is the one with the MP3. It'll have a little video. Once you're there, then you are ready for the next step, which is uploading to your podcast website.